Okay, buddy, this is gonna be a really great plan. We're gonna get freaking famous, man. Exploring haunted houses, that's like the main thing people get popular for. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna vlog our experience in exploring this haunted house, and it's gonna be epic. Do I not have a professional camera? That's perfectly fine. We'll turn this into a TikTok series or something, man. All I got is a phone. That's all we're gonna work with, okay? Listen. We're gonna do this. We're not gonna be pansies. We're gonna spend the whole night. 24-hour challenge, okay? You get me? You understand? You vibing? We're gonna win? Win what? I don't know, the respect of viewers. We're gonna be so epic at exploring this haunted house. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually find a ghost. Do I believe in ghosts? Debatable. Maybe we should fake something. Actually, I don't know. Maybe faking something is probably not the best idea, especially since we don't have the equipment to fake a thingy. So we gotta go viral somehow, people. So we're gonna vlog this to the best of our abilities, and we're gonna see if we're gonna catch any ghosts, because that's what we're gonna do, vlog squad. Now let's get ready. We're gonna start the intro. We're gonna start the intro, I swear. Okay, I'm hitting record right now. Sup, vlog family? How you doing? We're not robbing a place, I swear, but we are breaking in to this strange abandoned mansion. It's just here in the woods. Why is it outside in the woods? I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. I looked into the information. It turns out every resident who lived in this mansion faced very, very dire consequences. Some people either died or their life was ruined. Let me name off a few things. For example, let me grab my little notepad. There was an incident one time, a long time. Yeah, squad family. There was an incident a while ago where there was like this lady. She moved into the house, right? And suddenly, for some odd reason, a vase was knocked to the ground. And while she was getting ready to walk down the stairs, she slipped. And she fell and she broke her neck. She dead. That's one of the many incidents in the house. Another incident, a whole family were like, someone broke into their house, and you think that they were just gonna rob the family. No, they just threw acid at all the family members. Crazy stuff, people, crazy stuff happens in this house. Another insane incident was there was this one kid who was like a beloved family member of the house, right? Everyone was like, man, this kid is a little crazy. He's kind of a creepy kid, and you want to know why? Because apparently he keeps saying that he sees people in like the freaking mansion just strolling around. My voice, strolling around. I almost hiccuped there. Strolling around, right? We're gonna edit that in post. We're just strolling around, right? People say, man, this kid, they probably see ghosts. So like the whole family, they try to keep their distance from the sketchy kid, because the kid's all like, man, I swear I see people. And then one night, there was a very dire freaking situation. Like the kid somehow crawled out the window, and like the whole family member was like, kid, what the frick are you doing? And the kid's like, my ghost friend wants to fly with me. And then the kid fell. This house has so many tragedies, man. And I don't want to even get started on all of the bad luck that can happen when you go into this house. You see, when you enter this house, sometimes there's a high chance you'll get bad luck. You'll get very bad luck. Or if you live in the house specifically. If you just enter the house, maybe you'll like break a toe or something. But if you live in the house, if you're exposed to the house for long periods of time, there's a high chance something bad will happen in your life. For example, there was once a really, really rich man who once lived in this house, and then one day, he just lost it all. Freaking, how did he lost it all? Who knows? Anyways, that's all I'm gonna give you the information for now, squad family. Boom. Okay, there, that's the intro. We'll fix it in post later, bros. Was those stories true? No, I made them all up. Look. We're exploring an abandoned house that I doubt anyone is familiar with. So, like, I doubt anyone's gonna actually do their research. All that stuff is made up. Look, we're making a vlog, people. We gotta make this interesting. So we gotta embellish the story a little bit. It's perfectly fine. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna explore. Maybe if we ever hear like a tiny crack, maybe it could be something as simple as like a bird. We'll exaggerate it, and we're gonna make it seem like it's a ghost. Okay, you got it? You're my partner in crime right here, people. So we're gonna do this, okay? Let's go in. There, we're okay. It's just the main hall at the moment. So look, buddy, we gotta make this more spooky. And good thing that I found this freaking abandoned house. I was just going on a little stroll. I was walking my dogs, and why was I in the woods? Don't ask. Don't ask. I was just in the woods, okay? I was just like chasing after my little doggies. They were playing around, and then suddenly I just found this place, and we're like, yo, this place is kind of mad interesting. So I went inside. I took a step inside, and it did look creepy, and there's no residents. So this is the perfect setting for an exploration haunted house video. And come on, that stuff gets the views. That gets the views. People like creepy shit. Why do you think there's so many horror movies out there? So we gotta make this. And okay, did I make this a little maybe I went to the house earlier and I made it a little bit more creepier by, you know, knocking some furniture around. So I mean, did I kind of ruin the places a little bit? It's fine. It's fine, people. It's fine. It's okay if we mess up the environment a little bit, because we gotta make this house look even more spookier than it already is. Though I did find some graffiti. It was kind of... Just avoid pointing the camera towards the graffiti, because like sometimes it kind of like there's like dicks everywhere. we're not trying to get demonetized, bro. We're trying to make money out of this vlog video. We're exploring this shit. So if that means we gotta, you know, avoid some stuff. And look, the editing process, once we're finished exploring this place and making the video, we don't want to censor all that stuff. It's gonna take forever. We want to get this video out as fast as possible. So okay, now let's record the next segment of the freaking vlog, which is just us entering. So get ready, bros. Okay, I'm hitting play right now. We have just entered the house, people, and when the camera was off, we could have sworn we heard someone scream. I'm so mad that we didn't got the camera on, but it's fine, maybe we'll hear it again. And right now, we already feel a dark presence. Like, as soon as I stepped into the freaking house, bro, let me tell you, I felt like a blast of wind, cold wind hitting my face. It was so intense. It was so weird, and like, for some reason, like, I got like chicken skin, you know, I got like goosebumps. I was like, that immediately alerts you that, yo, something is wrong about this house. So, maybe we'll find something terrifying. Maybe we definitely will. I promise you that. We're ghost hunters now, people. So we're gonna see what frick's happening, bro. Ooh, why do I keep calling you guys bros? Anyways, so the first thing that we're gonna exploring is obviously the entrance to this home. Now, there's actually a story that involves the entrance to this home. It's a very strange story, a very peculiar story. So it turns out one of the residents, a very old woman, one day she was coming back from work, and like her work was just mainly supervising her, honestly, her son, who's like a CEO, because she's old, and she's like, bro, I just gotta make sure that my son is like making sure he's taking care of my business. Gosh. So freaking of course, like the old lady was like, man, my son is so weird, but whatever, at least we both got this cool mansion and I'm living luxuriously. So she went home one day, but then she could have sworn she saw a shadow, a very strange shadow in the background, like in the background of her freaking house. Like, she stepped in and she saw something zip by in the hallway. She was stunned. She was so stunned, in fact, she had a heart attack. Now you might be wondering, how do I know all these stories? They were all documented in the house when like, trust me, bro, I found documents. Trust me. So, like, this happened. She had a heart attack. She died on the floor, alone. Very sad. This house is full of so much death, so much trauma. It's so hard to keep track of. But there's actually quite a lot of interesting story. Another story that could also be found was one day, there was like a party being hosted. It was like a bunch of rebellious teens, you know, like freaking like daddy's little rich girl, right? She was hosting a party for all her friends when her family was out on like doing business or whatever, and suddenly, unexpectedly, there was a murder in the home. No one knew who killed Johnny. Johnny was one of the friends of the rich girl, and everyone was going mad crazy. They were like, who killed Johnny? They were so freaking nervous. Like, his body was right here on the floor in the entrance. No one knew what happened. No one understood who killed them. And all we can assume that a ghost must have came into play, because everyone in the party were in the living room together. So how he died, it was a mystery. All we can assume is that it was a ghost. It has to be a ghost. Now let's move on to the next area. Click. Okay, look. Sometimes you gotta embellish a little bit of stories. Those ones were actually true stories. an old lady did have a heart attack, but she didn't saw no ghost. It was just very, very tragic coincidence. I found that by chance when I was looking through newspaper clippings when I was trying to do at least a little bit of research, okay? I'm not a complete liar. But, you know, I just embellished the story a little bit. I embellished it, you know? Like, freaking, how can anyone verify that she did or did not see a ghost? So, in my eyes, she saw a shadow figure. She saw a shadow kid, okay? We're gonna run with that story, okay? We're running with that story. And also the party one. There was indeed a party, but there was actually an accident. But it was more like the kids jumped off the roof because they're idiots. No one died, actually. So, you know, I embellished the story a little bit. So, but, like, regardless, it's fine. It's fine. These stories will make people go into like very spook mode. Now we gotta prepare a strange, like a freaking strange act. Maybe, okay, you my friend, you're gonna throw a pebble or you're gonna do something in the background and we're gonna make it seem like it was like freaking in the house. Okay, I'm pressing record. Okay, we're just walking. What the frick was that? Vlog family. Vloggers, bro, people watching us right now. We just heard a very strange, ominous noise. It wasn't us, obviously. Who could it be? Maybe there, in fact, is a ghost. Ghost, if you can hear me, tell us, why are you all still here? Were your deaths that traumatic that you just wanted to remain here? Or is there some unfinished business? Tell us, please. It seems like at the moment, they're not here. Let's go a little further into the house, okay? Let's do this. Come on. The living room. The living room. This is a very, very strange place as well. Arguably, surprisingly, the living room is like the one place that is almost like the safe spot of the home. Rarely that many people die in this area. It's almost all around the house, but the only safe location is the living room. Why is that? Many rumors say that the fireplace is blessed. It's blessed to keep everyone in this area protected, which is why this is the only area that's very, very safe. So this is why this is gonna be our home base, people. We're gonna be fine right here for the most part. So this is where we're gonna set up like some side equipment. Maybe we're gonna like hook up some cameras around. No, we don't have the budget for that. But it's fine, people, because we're doing this. Look, all this footage is real, man. We're all just doing this together, people. My trusty phone, my partner right here, and then you all watching, okay? So let's take a moment, let's take a breather, okay? Click. Alright, buddy. Listen here. We gotta somehow rank up the freaking spook factor. Maybe at some point we should split up. Actually, maybe we shouldn't split up, because what if there's like a raccoon or like a homeless person in here? That could be very dangerous for us. Maybe, okay, yeah, we should stay close. But we gotta think of other ideas, though. We gotta, like, up the ante, okay? Me just embellishing stories, that's not enough. That's not enough to make this a very interesting vlog, okay? We gotta, like, freaking up the ante. How can we up the ante? Maybe I can throw a sheet over you, and you could just dash around the hall, right? Then again, the people will question where you are at when I'm recording. Ooh, we gotta like split some editing. We gotta do some stuff, okay? We'll do that at the end of the freaking exploration. All that complicated stuff, okay? Gotta leave for now. Let's just explore the building. Let's just see what we can find. I wonder if there's actually, since this is an old mansion that was once owned by very wealthy people before, you know, their life started to go downhill, I wonder if we can find any jewels, maybe any money that they left behind in a hidden safe. If we check behind a painting, there's a chance, you know? But alas, I doubt that, like, when it comes to, like, abandoned places, I'm pretty sure it's already been cleaned out. So maybe we'll not find anything. What a shame. Man, I really just wanted, like, you know, maybe, like, something very expensive, something very cool. But I don't think we'll get that. It makes me very sad. Anyways, are you okay? What? Bro, it actually looks like you've seen a ghost. Relax, this place isn't actually haunted. We're all cool here, bro. Anyways, so, back to what I was saying. We gotta, like, figure out how to make things more spooky, right? And, like, we gotta catch things on footage. Because if we catch nothing on footage, then they're not gonna believe us. Wait, maybe. We could, like, we have some flashlights, right? Maybe we can set up a flashlight where you, like, run behind me, so it gives the illusion on the wall where it looks like there's a shadow, like, in front of us, right? Maybe we could do something like that. Then again, I don't know. Probably not the smarter strategy. But we could probably do something better. I wish we had a third person. Because you and I, we're limited to what we can do. But it's fine. It's fine. Because we're big braining. We're gonna somehow big brain this. Okay? Let me think. What what if we throw an object? Like, you throw an object over my head, and we pretend that it wasn't you who threw it. Like, I'm gonna be pointing the camera forward, so it just looks like we're walking normally, and then suddenly an object flings in front of the camera, right? They're not gonna see what happens behind, like, behind the camera, so we're gonna probably do that. You just, like, and then we'll be cool, okay? We're gonna be cool, okay? So, we're gonna... Is there a raccoon in here? Okay, well, that's probably nothing. It's fine. Was that actually you? We're not even recording. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Anyways, let's now move on to the next area. Remember, this area, we gotta remember this. This area is the safe area, so we have to make sure we don't do anything spooky in this area, because then that's gonna take off the illusion that this is a safe space, okay? Now, let's move on. Let's go. A kitchen. What can we do to embellish a horror story related to a spooky kitchen? Maybe I can say, like, a maid accidentally fell on top of a bunch of blades. Like, when, like, she was doing, like, the freaking dishwashing, right? And she was putting it in the dishwasher, but she fell first, and like an idiot, she put the knives upwards. Maybe that could be one of those stories, but then I feel like that would be a little too gory. I mean, I already shared a few messed up stories here and there, but maybe we can make it a little different. Maybe we can say, to make this house more spooky, like, we gotta up the ante. We can say that this house once belonged to a cult, and there was, like, some cannibals, and they kind of ate each other. Nah, that's probably a little too messed up. That's probably too messed up, man. What would be? There's so many stories that can work out for being in the freaking kitchen. That can be spooky, but I can't think of anything that isn't too much or too little. Man, my brain. What can be too much and what cannot be too much? Let's see, let's think. You and I, buddy, let's think. I keep thinking about, like, someone being set on fire, which is too dark. You know, let's do it anyways. Okay, I'm gonna embellish some stories. So freaking click. We're now in the kitchen, people, and this is where arguably the most incidents happened. Everyday life, the kitchen, there's so many accidents that happen. Something as simple as cutting your finger on a knife when you're trying to cut some vegetables, or maybe accidentally touching the stove when you left it on. So many things can go wrong while in the kitchen. And let me tell you, so many things did. From maids dying on blades, to someone getting caught on fire when they were just trying to make a delicious steak or something. They were trying to make a meal, okay? So many bad things happen in this house. It's so hard to list them all for specifically in the kitchen. I believe, according to the records, there's been 56 deaths. Yeah, 56 deaths. All of them very random. Some of them happen at the same time. There's so many deaths, in fact, that I couldn't name them all, and they were too horrific. They're too horrific for me to recount. So in this house, it's very dangerous, and this seems to be the area where there's, like, the most trauma, most ghostly actions. Maybe we'll be able to catch a ghost. Ooh, click. Okay, we gotta make something happen in this area specifically. Something. What can we make that makes this area spookier? Because, like, we can, like, this is the most death, so this has to be the most action, right? Yeah, you're gonna throw an object. Throw an object at me, bro. Yeah, throw an object at me. I mean it. Throw an object. Okay, I'm gonna click record. So you better throw an object. Click. Man, this place is so weird. It's so spooky. Oh my gosh, people. Turn the camera around to look at me. Bros. Something hit me. Bro. Did you see something, my friend, my partner in crime? Did you see something? Was it you? No, it wasn't you? Something. The ghosts are angry, people. The ghosts. They're mad that we're here. They're mad that we're exploring their territory. Oh my gosh, we're wreaking. Look. I have been holding this off because I didn't want to alarm my viewers. But there actually there's been people in the past who have explored this area, mainly police officers when they were doing investigations. And sometimes it seems like all the ghosts here, all the ghosts who died, they've experienced such traumatic events that they become almost corrupted. They become almost evil, where they just hate any living person who comes in here. So whenever someone living comes to this place, they always get attacked. They always get scratch marks. Maybe at some point we'll get a scratch marks. I probably got a dent on my forehead already because something was thrown at me. Ouchie, I feel so much in pain. Click. Okay, now I'm gonna put a scratch mark on my head. No, okay, yeah, you're right. That's too much. That's too much. But Come on. It's a classic thing though. Whenever you go to a haunted house, someone always has a scratch mark. Come on. What if you scratch my back? No. No, you're right. That's a little too much. You're no fun. Okay, fine. Fine. It's okay if we don't do the scratch marks. You already doinked me in the head anyway, so it's fine. That will work out the grand scheme of things, man. Some people are gonna make edits. They're gonna be like, oh, I think I saw a ghost in the background, when in reality, it's their imagination tricking them. The imagination is such a beautiful thing. You know, I heard actually a funny thing. When it comes to the imagination, sometimes some places are only seen as haunted because people's imaginations are so strong in fact, that it causes a place to become haunted. So when it's haunted, they're like, wow, my imagination is running more wild because I already believe that it's haunted, and because they believe it's haunted, it actually becomes haunted. It's like manifesting it into reality. Ooh, that's a good thing. I'm gonna put that in the freaking recording. Hold up. Click. Listen, people. Many people say that maybe this place isn't really haunted. Maybe it's just everyone embellishing it. Me personally, I have a theory that because every resident that comes here, they always try to sage the house. They always try to get a priest or someone to like put holy water around, or like put salts around the room to like bless the house so it's no longer cursed. And I think this caused the house to become like a source of like actual haunting, because people kept on insisting that it was haunted, and because they kept on imagining that it was haunted and kept insisting that it was haunted, it caused the place to actually become haunted. So in reality, I think it's our fault that why places are becoming haunted is because we manifest it in our brains, because that's what we want. We want to believe there's an afterlife. We want to believe that there's people who once died who are still roaming the world, and we're causing all this stuff. As for possessions, I got nothing on that, honestly. Click. We gotta, woo, that gave me an idea. Maybe at some point you should be possessed. Nah, that's only a thing that works out in movies. No one would believe it in the video, but it would be so funny if you just randomly would go, oh my god, blah, 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 blah. Like freaking, like that would be so funny. That would be so funny. Yeah, you're right. That wouldn't work out. But I want it to work out. Maybe I should be the one who's possessed, because maybe they'll see me as the one with the weaker will. You know, they'll be like, oh, she's already so afraid of being here. Actually, no, wait. I realized I haven't even been throughout this entire video. We haven't been like fully spooked. I mean, like, sure, I got hit by something, quote unquote, got hit by something, and like there was like some weird noises, but I don't really come across as scared. I should show myself as being scared. I'm gonna do that right now. Click. So, I'm surprised that so many of the freaking, there's like leftover pots and things like that, and it's so random. Oh, so random. Did you hear that? I could have sworn I heard something. Maybe we should retreat to the living room real quick. Okay, people, we're gonna rest in the living room for a while. This 24-hour challenge will continue, but just to feel on the safer side, we're gonna stay here for a bit, okay? Click. Okay, that's the most scary I'm gonna come off across, okay? We're not gonna try to like oversell it. I kind of want to oversell it though, but we're not gonna do that right now. So, what can we do? Maybe when it comes to like faking content, we gotta make it seem real, man, because there's some people out there on the internet who knows when someone's faking it. We gotta make it seem real. And because it's the two of us, maybe we can like, well, at the same time, maybe we gotta like verify that we're alone, that we're both alone together. Because if we rock around this place, it's not gonna really, you know. Some people will probably think that there's like a third person or fourth person when it's just literally the two of us. It's not gonna work out, bro. So we gotta prove that we're alone. So I'm gonna start recording, okay? So people, now you might be wondering, are we truly alone in this place? Of course we are. Let me show you around. Let me record the little things. See, look, I'm recording around this area. Nothing in sight. No one in sight. So, we're alone, and it's just me and my friend. We literally came here on bicycles. We came here on bicycles. We're in an abandoned area. Let me throw the freaking phone towards the window. Yoink. See, the window right there. There's no one outside. It's just, look at my bike is so dirty. Ignore how dirty my bike is, okay? It's there, and we're alone. There's no one else outside. It's just us and my sad little phone. My sad little phone. So we're alone here. So so every time something happens around us, it isn't because of like a person off to the side or because of one of us accidentally tripping on like a wooden plank or something. We're alone. So whatever happens here, it isn't us. Maybe it could be an animal. Maybe it could be someone else living in this home still. Maybe it could be like a homeless person. We don't know. We're going to figure this out, but I am determined to figure out if it's a ghost. Okay? Click. That will work out for now. Now let's move on to the next area. Hello. Oh my gosh. This... I feel like, you know, there should be a lot of interesting things I could make up in my head about a story that involves a bedroom. Okay, hold on, wait. Click. Listen, People Squad family, we're in one of the many rooms in the residence. This room was once belonged to a very like a trust fund kid, you would say, like a person who came up with money. They're like, it's like passed down money from their family, right? This guy, he was big on getting with a lot of people, you know, and like one day he like purchased a lady for favors, you know, and like, bro, it was such a wild night. He died on this bed right here. And honestly, it's a pretty decent way to go out. So I feel like this is arguably the one death in the house that wasn't completely terrible. I mean, dying from doing like a little too good, kind of random. Anyways, but then there's other deaths. There are other deaths that aren't fun in games. Sadly, there's very few deaths that are fun in games. One of the very weirder ones, was one of like a woman where she was just brushing her hair. She was trying to look pretty. She was getting ready for a ball, and she was staring at herself in the mirror, you know, trying to like do her makeup, make sure her hair's all nice, making sure she looks good in her dress. And then suddenly, she could have sworn she saw a man standing in the corner of her room on the reflection of the mirror. She tried turning back, but he wasn't there. She looked back at the mirror and he was closer. What? So she turned back again. He wasn't there. Looked back at the mirror. He was closer again. She immediately freaked out and stepped away from the mirror and started stepping out of the room slowly. She never wanted to look at that mirror again, and going into her room was very challenging because if she were to look at the mirror, she's afraid that once she looks back and then look back at it again, like when she looks away and looks back at it, the person is going to be closer to her. She doesn't want to face that. So she decided to do a plan where she was going to either cover the mirror or break the mirror into pieces. So, she opened the door, and luckily it was in an angle where the mirror wasn't completely facing her, and she threw her sandal, or not a sandal, like a high heel or something. She threw a shoe. She threw a shoe at the mirror, and it shattered into pieces. She thought she would be fine, but then as soon as she walked towards the broken, shattered pieces, and she looked at her reflection in one of the pieces, the man, the shadowy, ghostly man, was behind her. Oh my gosh. And no one knows what happened to her next because she went missing. And the only reason why this story is known is because she always told the maids and butlers about like her constant sleep terrors because she just can't go to sleep in her room. She doesn't want to step into her room, and only her close maids knew of this. And it's so scary, man. Like, I don't even want to look in any mirrors in this house in case that's gonna happen, but we're gonna do a fun little challenge and do it anyways. We're safe, people. We're safe. We haven't seen no shadow monster in the mirror, so we'll be fine for now. For now, okay? Click. Ooh, gosh. Making up stories on the spot is really hard. I should really start thinking of things ahead of time. Anyways, what's like the next story? We gotta up our game, right? We gotta think of something that's a little more, maybe I should start thinking of more childish stories. Maybe something that's a little more heartwarming, so like the freaking audience don't feel like too bad about, you know, about like this house, or maybe they like, so they're not as curious about this location, because that would be kind of alarming, right? You know, we don't want anyone getting too interested, because then what if they actually find the location? Look, I'm not gonna share the detail of what this house is, but like where the house is located at, because I'm not trying to dox or anything, but like there's a chance that someone's gonna get very curious and try to look. We don't want that to happen, okay? So what's the next story we can think of? You good, bro? You see something? I see nothing. I still see nothing. Bro, relax. You're like freaking overreacting. You're overreacting. You're stupid. Okay, there's nothing here. Maybe my stories are getting to you. Maybe my stories are actually making you freak out. We're fine. Nothing's gonna happen to us. And like, so far, everything seems close to clear. There isn't really any persons around. So we're fine. We're relaxing. We're chilling. Next up. What can we do next? We gotta think real hard, but well, let's take actually a little break. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Delicious. Okay. What could be another thing we can embellish? Thinking. My brain is going freaking... What's that one cartoon with the guy with the freaking big-ass forehead? I can't even remember. Brain blast. I can't think of anything, bro. Let's just go on to the next room. Maybe I'll get any ideas once we're there. It seems to be someone's office. Man, why are all the photos are like very greasy? We can't even, wait, actually, this one's fine. Let me just click. You see this photo on the wall? This is one of the eldest people who lived on this mansion. And the reason why this photo was never taken down after so many years is because, well, it's rumored that if you remove the photo of one of the main founders of this house, you'll be cursed even more than just living in this house regularly, you know? Like being in this house already, and like in the atmosphere, it already dooms you. But removing one of the key things from this house will doom you more. And you know what? For a little fun challenge, I'm gonna remove it. Yoink! If I get cursed tonight, maybe we'll do an update, people. If later down the line something happens to me, you'll know it's this house's fault. Click. Okay. It would be really tragic though if something did happen to me. Nothing will happen though, because all of this stuff is made up. I'm making this all up. Okay, listen to me, partner. Listen to me, partner. We're gonna be fine. Maybe if this freaking vlog blows up, we're gonna make like a follow-up video where I'm actually cursed, but we're gonna actually have equipment ready so I can false like my thingies, okay? We're gonna make it false. So we're gonna like freaking like basically a lot of dangerous stuff, okay? Man. What else can we do? I swear I'm hearing like noises in the background. It's very random. It's fine. Okay. So, what can we do? What would be like other than more stories? I should probably let's click. I'm gonna leave it recording in the background just so we can have it playing. And let's see. What can we do? What can we do? Why does that noise keep following us? Is there like a snake around? What the? Are you doing that? I think it stopped. I think we're good. I think it stopped. I think we're fine. We're fine. That was weird. You know, I'm kind of glad that I was recording while this happened, but also this is a very old house. It was probably just very creaky. Maybe that's the problem. Well, yeah, yes, I want to make this video interesting, so we have, you know, people being like, wow, they explored a haunted house and they survived. That's cool. But like, when it gets a little too real, I don't know. I'm sure we'll be fine. Anyways, so the video's still recording. Let's see, what, let me think of another weird story. Let me think of another very strange story. Okay, ooh, I got one. This is inspired by that one cowardly freaking, no, Courage the Cowardly Dog freaking series video thingy. You'll know the one when I start explaining it, okay? Vlog family. So as you noticed, we're in the freaking office of one of the many two, I think, actually. There's only like 2 offices in this mansion. We're in one of those offices, and there's actually a very strange story connected to this office. And already, you've noticed very strange noises, me messing with the painting. There's a lot of strange stuff that can sometimes happen. It's not the most haunted area, but it is quite nervous to be in. I feel quite nervous being in here. Like, I'm already getting more goosebumps than I have from like the beginning of this exploration, you know? And one of the many things that can happen while you're in the office is that there's a chance your hair, someone will like, it will feel like someone's scratching like the back of your head or playing with your hair. And the reason for this is because one of the residents, it was like this old man. There's like not like old where he's like, you know, like, oh, mom's so old, and not like mature man, where he had a young daughter. And his young daughter, she loved playing with hair. She always braided her father's hair because he had relatively long hair. He always braided her mother's hair because she just loved hair. If she could have been a hairstylist, she would be a hairstylist. So she loves playing with hair. But here's the downside. This little girl is known to be a little bit of a how do I say this? A prankster, a jokester, she takes things a little too far. There were accounts where like officers who were exploring a previous murder, suddenly their hair was yanked, and like there was actually like a bald spot that came because of how aggressively their hair was being yanked. They believe, according to like many people's theories, they believe that this little girl is so envious in fact, that people have like hair that she just wants to take their hair. She's insane like that, bro. Like imagine The Grudge. People describe her looking like that, where her hair is like in her face, and she's just like, whoa, oh, I want your hair. Okay, maybe the little girl doesn't sound like that, but you know what I mean. That's one of the very strange tales in this thing. Another strange tale, which this is the one that I'm supposed to compare it to, like Cowardly Dog. Sorry, I got sidetracked with another story. The other one is that there was a man where like there was like a leak. There was a leak coming from like the roof where it kept on splattering water on his desk. And in the water, he saw a reflection of a woman. If you watch that one the freaking Courage the Cowardly Dog freaking series in the past, you'll know what I'm talking about. He saw a woman, and he was so entranced by her beauty. She sung beautifully. She had a lovely voice. He just couldn't help but be drawn to her. But alas, he thought it was only his imagination. Seeing a woman in like a puddle of water, that's so strange. And maybe loneliness was getting to him because at the time, he was the only occupant of the home when he purchased it. He didn't have a family, his like loved ones were already dying off, so he was all alone. And then more puddles started appearing around the house. So much so that it started to alarm him a bit. He's like, what is happening? Why is there so many leaks going on? And then he found a huge puddle, and then he saw the reflection of that woman again. He knelt down to the reflection and looked at that woman and was like, whoa. Are you real? And the woman replied to him, what? And the reason why these stories the reason why this story is well known is because he always kept track of a diary, and he always wrote about these strange events. And it turns out one conversation he had with that woman is, well, like he said that she was beautiful, right? And she confessed to loving him, and like so like they freaking started a relationship. But how can a man be in a relationship with only a reflection in a puddle of water? Well, one day she told him that if he were to just sink into the bathtub with the water full to the brim, he will be able to be with her in person. So he did. He drowned that day. What? These ghosts are insane, man. Some of these ghosts, I have a theory that some of these ghosts are probably just, they're purposely trying to get people killed by using some manipulation tactics, you know, trying to convince people that, hey, yo, death is alright, you can be with me. And like, that's one thing you should be worried about, people, like, you know, like, don't be fooled by ghosts and their little like desires towards you. They'll be like, yo, I'm a ghost, what's up, fam? I'll give you this thing if you do this thing. Many ghosts, they don't want you, they're not thinking about your well-being. However, that doesn't mean all ghosts are completely terrible. There's actually there's a small handful of good ghosts in this place. One that I can think of at the top of my head is called Lady, Pause the recording. Yo, we gotta think of a name, but we can't think of a name either, because if we do, then someone will try to research it. We gotta think of something. Okay, I'm gonna call her Lady Lily of the Valley, the flower, okay? We're just gonna call her that, but no one knows her name, okay? Click. Her name was Lily of the Valley. That's not her actual name, and many people only call her that because that was her favorite flower. So, Lily of the Valley, or we'll call Lily for now, is a very friendly ghost. She's a ghost that can mostly be found outside, but occasionally on the inside, or maybe through the windows. And I would say that the only reason why people think she's like the more gentler ghost is because she never really harms anyone or tries to spook anyone. Sure, sometimes she walks past a window or floats by a window. She could be on the second floor of the house and somehow be seeming like she's walking or floating across the window. At first, some people would be scared of her, but in reality, she's quite sweet. And it seems like this is the only ghost that tries to protect people whenever someone is close to being in danger. She always tries to find a way to alert them. For example, there was this family who once lived here, and one of the kids, it was like a very young baby. He was playing with an outlet, and of course that's very dangerous. So, it was seen that the Lily of the Valley somehow lured the kid away from the light switch. Who saw it? It was one of like the butlers or something like that. It like the Lily of the Valley is like the only good ghost, or well, not the only good ghost, but one of the very few good ghosts that are probably here to protect us. Maybe that's why we're all okay. Maybe that's why me and my partner right here are safe, because she's protecting us from the other ghosts. We're only here for like a day, 24-hour challenge. Well, not even a 24-hour, just a whole night challenge. So maybe she's been protecting us this whole time. If that's the case, thank you, Lily. You protected us so much from being harmed, though you didn't protect me when I got hit on the head by something. But that's fine. It's fine, Lily. Because we love you, Lily. Click. Okay. I can't think of any other good ghosts. So one who protects. What's another funny ghost that we can think of? Maybe we can do a ghost that likes to be prankster but doesn't like harming. Okay. I got an idea. Click. There's also another ghost. This one isn't exactly, you know, a protector type, but they are a little bit of a prankster type that likes to cheer people up. They always like to find ways to make people smile, but sometimes it can come across as a little weird. For example, when someone's taking a bath, you know how like the mirror can fog up, right? They try to make the residents smile by drawing like a little smiley face or writing a joke with the fogged up mirror by like, you know, like pressing your finger on it and then making a drawing. But then that comes off as a little creepy, so they feel sad. And like one of the many residents, they decided to not be startled by this, and they actually communicated with the ghost and had a conversation. Did it took many baths to fog up the mirror again to make the ghost write something again? Yeah, but it was fine because she learned a lot about the ghost. This ghost is very lonely, but a bit of a prankster. They were a clown in their previous life. They've actually attended a party in this mansion for a young girl, but a crazy incident happened that involved a wood chipper. I didn't really look too much into it because I'm too fragile to look into such deaths. It will traumatize me. Ooh. So it was a very traumatic death for the sad clown, but even in his afterlife, he still wants to make people smile. So maybe that's another ghost who's been like watching over us, trying to make things lighthearted by keeping the other ghosts away. And it's rumored that this ghost, because they're so, you know, cheerful and happy, they're luring other ghosts away to prevent them from being a little too chaotic towards any visitor who comes here. So that's very sweet. Okay. Click. Okay. Ooh. We're almost towards the end of our night. Man, nothing much happened, but it's fine. Because sharing all these stories, maybe it will intrigue. There's definitely gonna be an audience who will probably be like, man, I'm a little disappointed that there wasn't that much paranormal action. But that's fine. It's fine if there's not that much paranormal action. Because these little stories will still intrigue someone. So we're gonna be good. We're gonna be fine. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the living room. I'm gonna chillax for a little bit with my camera. You explore around, see if you can get any ideas. I'll see you later, friend. Hello there. I am one of the ghosts of this home, and I just want to say, you both are annoying. Listen, I know you're not the first group of people who came in here with their strange funny camera devices. All the ghosts in this residence will not give you a lick of content. And the reason why is because we're trying to live in peace. If this place becomes popular, more people will come here and disturb us. We do not want that. We just want to be... We want to enjoy our afterlife, okay? Is our afterlife a little strange that we're trapped in this mansion? Maybe. But I like it here, okay? So, please, for the love of Garsh, can you all just leave very soon? You're going to be leaving soon? Thank you. Okay, what? You want us to give you one piece of content? I'm sorry. We're not gonna be doing that. Now, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye! So, you don't look that good. Are you alright? Are you okay? Bro, I just went to the living room to like grab my bottle of water that I left behind. How are you? Why do you look pale? You look paler than a ghost. Ooh, wait. This could be a good opportunity for me to... I don't have my camera on me, damn it! I could have recorded you. No, you know, follow me. Not here. Here, perfect, okay. Stare at the camera, friend, okay? Boop. Look, people, I don't know what happened, but when me and my friend split up for a brief second, they saw something. They saw something so in fact that they look so sick. Because of this, I think we have to call it a day very soon for the safety of my friend, okay? I'm so sorry that this has to end very out of the blue. But it's fine. But it's fine, people, because we care about the safety of our friends here. So, we'll catch you on the outside, vlog family. Click. So do you got like diarrhea or something? Like, yo, like seriously, are you okay? Are you good? I'm kind of nervous for you. You really look pale. Did you like saw? Is there a homeless person here who's like has like daggers or something? No? Then what did you saw? You saw an actual ghost? Ah, you lying. Anyways, let's go. So, well, I guess we have to record the outro, which I guess we'll do it very soon. But for now, let's see. I think we can probably share one more embellished story for the audience. Click. Okay, we're finally outside of the house. We're going to be leaving soon, vlog nation, vlog family. But I do want to share one last story. This house, though it may be cursed, though it may have many murders, it's not a completely terrible home, because there's actually been very many kind people who once lived in this home, and before their deaths, they've done very amazing things for the community. The community outside of these woods, because you know we're surrounded by the woods. They've been doctors. They've done a lot of charity. They hold events to like I don't know to help puppies find a home. So like things like that. This place is for as dark as it is, somehow many of the residents were very kind when they were alive. It's a shame that many of them had died. But it's fine, because maybe in the future when someone one day decides to either tear it down and remake it, or maybe to change it up, maybe there's a chance that the curse will be lifted from this home and it will no longer be a home of sadness, a home of death. So until that day comes, this is the end of our vlog, family. Click. That was an okay intro. We could fix it in post if we need to. And maybe, if we're lucky, maybe we'll find something so stupid while like editing the video that we'll know we can probably like fake something. Or maybe, I know a person. They can probably do some CGI. I'll figure it out, friend. You, my friend, thank you for coming here. I couldn't do it alone, because if I were to do it alone, I feel like maybe like a raccoon with rabies was gonna jump at me. Ooh, I do not want that. Okay. But yeah, this is the end of our vlog. Let's hop on our bicycles, and then I'm gonna edit the video for you. You just have to relax. Again, you look pale as frick. Are you sure you're not constipated? Sure, you saw a ghost. You know, next time, I gotta hook a camera onto you, so you can, so what happens to you will be recorded. Maybe we'll visit this place again, who knows? Again, we're gonna do that funny little thing where I'm gonna make a separate video where I'm cursed or something, and then the curse could be lifted, because, I don't know, maybe we can come back to the house and, like, clean it or something, because, like, I did kind of threw around some furniture, and I do feel guilty about that. We'll figure it out, man, we'll figure it out. So, yep, end of our little vlog. Okay, goodbye. I better not catch you dying on me. Fooled you again! I don't know why I keep doing this for every roleplay. It's not over yet. My freaking phone's all a little weird right there. There we go, perfect. Bro. Okay, it's legitimately the end of the roleplay though, so I'm like breaking character. It's me now. It's me. What's up? So, ooh, gosh. Sometimes I love improv. I love improv so much. Improv, my love. Freaking. It's so fun, but sometimes it's so hard to think of things on the spot, and sometimes with me and my very strange brain, I like to jump from things to things. So whenever something stupid happens, I'm like, ooh, I want to talk about this idea first. And that's what happened with the little mishap with me being like, oh, I'm gonna tell a story about the courage of the cowardly dog, and then I rambled on about a little girl. Look, I should write scripts for these things, but I don't. I only have like bullet points, and even then, it's not thorough enough bullet points. I'm pretty sure what did I miss? Let's see. No, I think I managed to at least cover every little thing that I wanted at first. For the most part. Let's see. Oh, I didn't. Nah, I just realized too late. That ghost that appeared briefly, the one with the freaking the one that was like, man, why are you here? Leave this stupid mansion. We don't want to give you content. She was supposed to explain her death, and I forgot to. And I also gave her the wrong voice, so like she was supposed to sound like this. And I tried doing that, and I failed. Anyways, her death was like it was supposed to be like a very tragic death, where she's like, oh no, look, if you were to leave this place, I'll tell you my death. My death was very sad. My death, look, I had a loving fiance who cared after me, and a sister who also cared for me. And she was, you know, she always made me food. It was so nice. Turns out my sister, she was been slowly poisoning my food. And then I died. I died not realizing that my sister was the cause. And the reason why my sister wanted to poison me is because she wanted my fiance. Ah, like, that was supposed to be that ghost story, and I forgot to mention it. Man. I'm so stupid. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like, it was supposed to be like a funny little thing anyways, where like the ghost just comes in being like, yo, leave this house alone. We're just trying to live our good afterlife here. We don't wanna be a source of content. For sure. Though I did find the little children ghosts kind of funny, because like I just kind of added them in last minute, where I'm like, what if I just had like ghosts that randomly appeared behind me, where like I'm not recording them because they're behind me, so of course I don't notice them. And like the freaking viewer, you guys who are like my partner in crime, were like like you like this script is actually kind of a little mean to the viewer. It's just me constantly being like, man, we're gonna fake this stuff, you're gonna do a lot of dirty work by throwing stuff at me. Like, man, the viewer was like going through it, man. You guys had to like freaking throw something at me. You were the only ones who saw the ghost at the end. You were like pale as a ghost, and you're like, nah, I can't believe this was happening to me. Why is this happening to me? I just wanted to help a friend do a stupid vlog. Why did we decide to do haunted house exploration vlog? I honestly though, those are my little guilty. I like watching those types of videos where like they're like my little guilty pleasure, where just someone being like, yo, what's up vlog family? Today we're going to be exploring this asylum or this mansion or this hospital. Like there's like so many freaking stupid ones. And like bro, the amount of lore that can be found in so many haunted places is insane. Like there was one that there was like a video that I saw a long time ago where it was like a haunted house, and be like, yo, well, not a haunted house, a hospital, and they're like, lobotomies were done here, and I'm like, what? Like, bro, so man, history can be so scary, man. But it's so funny. So like when I had to like, you know, improv a bunch of like backstory for a bunch of the deaths here, I'm like, man, how can I make this very stupid? Like I didn't want to make anything too elaborate or anything that would be like too much, but like I wanted enough where you're like, ooh, that happened in this place? Damn. But it was all fake because little old me likes to lie. Or at least the vlogger version of me likes to lie. I'm a little vlogger who's gonna be like, yo, for content, I'm gonna pull a string on a door and make it seem like the door opened by itself, but in reality it was me. I feel like, honestly, conspiracy theory time. I feel like there's obviously some people out there where like when they do haunted house videos, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna keep this all legit. But I feel like there's like the occasional like channel or two where they're like, you know what, let's embellish at least one thing, right? Just like maybe one thing, because like sometimes they could be exploring a place, and then it's like it's not really that scary, so they have to like make it scary by how maybe they have a friend on the side, maybe like a camera person, where they're like, yo, can you do like a weird thing real quick? And they're like, yeah, sure. Honestly, there was like one there, like I'm still not sure if I believe it or not. Like there was like one video that I watched where they were like exploring like an asylum or a build. I don't know what building it was, and like they I'm getting tongue-tied. There was like a legit, like there was like a shadow person, like it looked like a shadow person, and like it zipped past the hallway, and like we see them on the footage. So I'm like, wait, was that real or was it someone else? And like to this day, I'm still not sure. Like, because like maybe it could have just been like very weird lighting where one of the people who were behind the camera like accidentally moved in a way where it gave that illusion. But I don't know. I can't help but suspect that maybe there was like someone who followed them into the building, and they're like trying to scare them purposely. So they walked, like maybe they're like in like a black latex suit or something, and then they just dashed to the hallway just to trick them into believing that they actually witnessed a ghost, you know? But who knows? Because, like, sometimes, like, here's the thing. I do believe in the paranormal, oddly enough, because I do want to believe that there's something in the afterlife. But, like, it's like, there's so many random things that it's hard to believe what's true and what's not. And, like, with, like, horror movies, too, you're like, oh, horror movies. Like they embellish it a little too much, where to the point where you're like, now when it happens in real life, you're like, it's probably, like, special effects. So, you know, that's the thing about me. Like, I have, like, a very strange mind. I have a hyper imagination, but I also like to think very logically. I like to always logic my way out of things, being like, oh, like, there was, like, some strange noises. Maybe it's just, like, the wooden panels that they're stepping on are, like, very old, so they make noises. Or maybe it's just, like, an animal. It could be a bird. It could just be a bat that's for some reason nesting in this abandoned area because it's dark and chill like that. Like, those are things that I nitpick whenever it comes to, like, anything horror related or, like, haunted house exploration stuff. Because, like, I don't, personally, I don't think I've ever experienced anything haunting. I've only heard stories of people experiencing something haunting. I want to be haunted one day. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be wishing for that. Anyways, now this is the end. I just wanted to have a little you and me time with me not playing a character. Okay, goodbye. Now I better not catch you dying on me. Have a good day.